Welcome to Blended Topics. I'm Kelissa Bass. Well, folks, there's one thing we can always count on these days, and that's that anytime Jasmine Crockett steps up to a microphone, she's gonna knock it out of the park. Every time I've ever done a video on Jasmine, I've always started off by saying, this is the very kind of energy and fire that our side desperately needs right now. So, you already know. I'm going to keep making videos on her because she keeps bringing the heat. Recently, Jasmine put the Republicans on blast, asking them straight up, have you seen an immigrant out there running around with 34 felony counts? And let me tell you, the silence in that room was deafening.
Many of you prepared for today's hearing by making sure that you got a little bit of information about immigrants and crime in your cities. Let me ask each of the mayors, just yes or no, have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions.
No, Congresswoman.
From the immigrants. Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around because that could be a danger to the community, but I will move on.
Now, I've done several videos recently about the insurrectionists Trump pardoned and how they went right back to breaking the law, one even losing his life in a standoff with the police. But let's not forget the biggest criminal of them all, Donald Trump, a convicted felon, found liable for sexual abuse, trying to overturn an election he lost. And yet, the so-called party of law and order rallies around him. Make it make sense. And then, there's this. Jasmine got asked about Trump's loyalty to Putin, and she did not hold back. Take a look.
You could tell Donald Trump anything tonight. What would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe, because that's all we got right now is Putin's little hoe that is out here really doing the bidding of Russia in a way we've never seen an American president do. And for those that believe that we should only focus on the United States, this is a focus on the United States. We need a president that understands what diplomacy looks like, and it doesn't look like the disgrace that we saw that took place in the Oval Office. It also doesn't look like shitting on our allies by telling them we're going to impose tariffs to the north and the south of us, meaning that our housing costs are going to go through the roof because we get so much of our lumber and steel out of Canada, and Canada is responding in kind, and honestly, I can't blame them. Same thing with Mexico. We're talking about our fruits and veggies. As people are still complaining about their eggs, now they're going to have to worry about the rest of their groceries. Listen, it is time for him to grow a pair and start to do the work of an American president and stop pretending that he is on some terrible reality TV show that is looking for ratings, because I am hoping that America turns off the TV today and tunes in to people like you, because all he does is look for ratings.
She's right. America needs a leader, not someone playing reality TV for ratings. And speaking of ratings, you already know Trump is obsessed with them, which is why I refuse to tune in live to his ramblings. If there's one thing that hurts him more than anything, it's being ignored. Kendrick already told you what to do. Turn the TV off. Return to sender. But what really gets me is this. We've got an entire Republican Party cozying up to Putin in a way we've never seen before. Back in the day, even when we disagreed about wars, nobody was out here calling terrorists patriots or siding with dictators. But now, the GOP is on some whole other level of bizarre. That's why we need voices like Jasmine Crockett, loud, bold, and unafraid to speak truth to power. And that's exactly why I'll keep talking about her. Keep thinking for yourself. And go on and hit that like button and share, because we are just getting started. Until next time, stay safe, stay alert, and always ask questions for overstanding.